Okay. I'm just gonna say it. Now, if you saw the thumbnail and the title of this video, which obviously you did because I'm assuming you can read, you know what this video is about. But I want to tell you guys, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it slowly because I want to savor it. Okay, are you ready? I am officially credit card debt free. What? 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 Like, what? I don't know the last time I haven't had credit card debt. Mind blown. Okay, I want to take a break for a second because I'm using my like front-facing camera for this, and I have a double chin. And I find it amazing that I lost 36 pounds and still have a double chin. I just had to say that because, ugh, go away. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be staring at that the whole video. Okay, so I am credit card debt free, guys. Like, never in a million years would I have thought this is possible. I mean, okay, I know it's like possible, but not possible for me, especially before I started this journey. Now, how did I get there? So if you've been following me for a while, you probably know. But I have been doing the debt snowball method, which I did explain it in another video. I'm sure there are cajillions of videos on YouTube about it and articles and everything else. But basically, you pay all of your minimum payments on your debts, except for the one with the lowest balance. The one with the lowest balance, you pay the minimum plus as much extra money as you can every month to get that balance knocked out. Once you knock out that one, you take that minimum payment and add it into your next minimum payment for your next smallest balance, and then keep going until you knock that one out, and then you keep adding your minimum payments in until you knock all your debts out. So it works. I'm proof. That's what I did. And I do want to say as well, I had help. So I had one credit card remaining. The balance was about $3,000, and my husband loaned me the money to pay it off. So that is how I am able to be officially debt-free. I am, of course, paying him back, but this is just helping me pay this debt a little bit faster because obviously he's not charging me interest. So just to show you guys really quickly, I am keeping track. And so he loaned me $3,000, and so I made a $240 payment to him on 3/14, which brought the balance. So okay, this $25 that we added in, my husband plays disc golf, and he has a ton of discs, and occasionally he will sell them on like Facebook groups. So he sold a disc and somebody paid him $25, but he won't get Venmo for himself because I don't know why. So he always has the person Venmo me, and I'm like, okay, but then I have to transfer it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, just download Venmo. He won't, so whatever. So he's like, oh, whatever, just keep the money and just add it into what I owe you. So whatever. So anyway, that's why I added $25. So that brought my balance with the $25 to $27.85, and then I actually just paid him today $325, which brought the balance down to $24.60. So still a good chunk, but I am working hard, really hard with Etsy right now, trying to put every extra dollar from Etsy towards that. I will say that a ton of my Etsy money is going towards supplies right now. I really need to probably find like better prices. I do shop around for the cheapest prices for the supplies that I use, but I think that I'm not buying in enough bulk, and I'm having to buy supplies like a lot more often now because I'm going through things quickly, which thank you, that's amazing. But I think I need to do some more research and kind of get some things in bigger quantities. So hopefully I can get a little bit cheaper of a price, and I'm also not having to buy as much, because this past Etsy check, it was a big one, and it like all went to supplies. So I was really bummed because I was expecting to make, actually I could show you if I can find it, my notes here. So my Etsy pay was $779, okay? And I put $150 towards taxes. Then I took $207 of that to put towards savings challenges because I only had $30 out of my check and I had no rollover money. So I did want to do some challenges. In the end, my challenge money goes towards debt anyway. It's just going to take longer, but I really wanted to play some challenges. So I did that. But then, cardstock, some stuff on Amazon, and then you can see I was going to pay him $340, then I was going to pay him $250, then it went down to $170, then it went down to $150, and now it's like nothing. And it's because most of the money went towards supplies. Like I just bought some stuff, and then I was like, oh, I'm out of this, so bought some more stuff. Then, oh, I'm out of this, bought some more stuff. So anyway, I am trying to put every extra dollar from Etsy towards the debt to knock this out. So that is how I got to be credit card debt free. Snowball method, and then a loan from my husband. But without the loan, even if I hadn't done that, still would have been snowball method, and I would have paid off the card hopefully within the next few months if I didn't pay it off with the loan for my husband. So that's where I'm at now. Now, things that I still need to work on. I have not my last debt. Of course, I have student loans and I have a car, but my last huge debt that I'm really focusing on. Not that I'm not going to ever focus on debt, but hopefully you all know what I mean. It's my last debt from my financial mistakes, I guess you could say, that I am going to be focusing on as soon as I pay my husband back. And that is, the balance is currently just under $19,000. I hate saying that number. So I am going to go so hard, as hard as I can at that debt. Again, I want to make sure my husband's all paid off first. But as soon as he is, every extra dollar is going towards that loan. So my plan, and I did say this in a previous video, my plan was to take out a loan from my retirement fund. So I was going to pay off the personal loan with a loan from my retirement for two reasons. First, because if you take a loan from your retirement, it doesn't count as debt because it's money that you have already invested. So your debt to income ratio is much lower. And we were looking to buy a house within the last maybe 6-7 months or so. We were looking, and we, put that on hold, but that was one reason. Obviously, if you're going to get a mortgage, you have to have, a low enough debt to income ratio. And with that huge loan, that looks bad. So that was one reason. And then the other reason was the payments would come out of my paycheck. So before I even got paid, that loan would be paid. And then I would still have a little extra in my paycheck left to put towards savings challenges, which then lead to debt payments. So that was my plan, but I think I changed my mind, and I think what I'm going to do is just continue the way I am, just putting as much money as I can towards challenges, to make large debt payments. Because, and the only reason is because I don't think that you can make extra payments to a retirement loan. So I know that you can pay it off early, but like, you know, in one lump sum, however much you owe. But I don't think you can make extra payments. Whereas with my loan now, I could just log into the website, make an extra payment whenever I want. And I prefer that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then if the time comes where we decide that we want to start looking for a house again or something like that, at that point I can pay it off with my retirement. But yeah, so that's my plan of attack. I have a few savings challenges that are pretty big ones that I'm doing right now. I have that mini scratch off book that's going to add up to a little over $1,000 when it's finished. I have the 50 envelope challenge, which I think might be a little over 1,000 as well. I have the Larry box from Elisha, which is like 300 or so. And then, you know, a bunch of smaller challenges, but some of those larger ones are going to be really nice chunks of payments towards debt, and that is what they are dedicated for. So that's why in my savings challenge videos, you see me going really hard at that mini scratch off book. I want to finish it and put a huge payment towards debt. Point blank. I'm really working super hard, and I'm proud of myself. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I don't know if I've ever worked this hard at anything in my life. Debt payment, weight loss, like within the last year, man, am I just changing and for the better. So just amazing things are happening. Now, one other thing I want to tell you, confession time. And you may be disappointed in me, but let me know below. So I took out an Amazon credit card. Okay, now wait, let me explain. I buy a lot of my Etsy supplies on Amazon, right? And so I was buying supplies, and then I saw this thing that said you get like, I think 5% cash back with Amazon purchases. So I'm like, should I do that? Because that's free money. And so I applied, and then they also offered a free like $60 gift card just for getting the card. So I got, you know, a free $60 out of it. So even if I never ever use the card, I got $60 free from them. Okay, great. But I have used it, and I, you know, have a zero balance. I'm paying it off with my Etsy money. I use my Etsy income to then pay for more Etsy supplies. So I'm paying it off. It could be dangerous for me, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm me. I shop and all this stuff. I haven't been doing much Amazon shopping though, other than the Etsy supplies. Like, I bought a pair of shoes a few days ago because I had gift card money. And I did that like try before you buy. So they'll send it to you for free. You try it. If you want to keep it, then you pay for it. If not, you send it back. I sent them back because I didn't like them. But I really haven't, like, I can't think of the last thing that I bought for myself on Amazon, which is wonderful. Like I said, it's just for Etsy supplies, basically. So yeah, I think I'm doing good. So, but the card could be dangerous, but I'm trying. If at some point I see that I'm starting to rack it up and not paying it off, I'm going to stop using it, pay it off and whatever, because I want to keep this momentum. So being credit card debt free and being able to say that, this is an extreme motivator for me. Like, I just feel like a different person in the best way though. Like, credit card debt free, like, what even is that? Like, who am I? I just can't stress enough, like, how this is not me. Like, this is not me, but it is now, and I love it. So yeah, I'm really motivated to get the rest of this debt knocked out. And again, it's not like the rest of the debt because I have all that other stuff, car payments, student loans, but when I get this loan paid off, you guys, I'm gonna feel like a millionaire. Like, regardless of how much money I have in the bank, that's gonna open up $454 extra every single month. Imagine like what I can do with that and how much I could save. Oh, I just can't wait. So that's my plan. I'm credit card debt free. I'm so happy that I decided to start a YouTube channel back in September so that you all can see my progress. I can record it here, and yeah, so let me know what you all think below. I am just ecstatic, as you could tell. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I truly, truly love you all. I am so happy to have my little budgeting family coming along with me, supporting me, talking with me in the comments. I have met so many amazing people through this journey. This journey just has changed my life in so many positive ways. Meeting people, paying off debt, changing my lifestyle, changing my mindset. I am just here for all of it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And until the next video.